Hello, how are you? And it is Wednesday, May the 7th. I'm just going to wait till some people join me, and then we can have a little chat about a few things. Beautiful day today, nice and sunny. It was at least, I've been sneezing lately. It's been at least 22 degrees today. So that's just awesome. Great beginning to the spring season, and it's just reminding us all that summer isn't very far away. Today I was going to discuss a little bit about Hi Shannon, how are you? Would you mind saying hi Shannon? I just want to make sure that my text boxes they're working and I can read them. Every time I do this, I go to I tried it a different way. I'm back on my cell phone again. So I don't know if, so right now I don't see a response. I just see your name that you're watching. If you wouldn't mind giving me a response so I know. Okay, so again, I just got Shannon Steen is watching. Hi Lynn, how are you? Got my fingers crossed that we'll be able to communicate back and forth this evening. I'm on my cell phone again because I tried a couple times on my desktop and it just didn't seem to work. So welcome everybody. It's May the 7th. I'm happy to be back. There's Shannon. Hi Shannon. They keep saying Shannon is watching, so I don't know if you're getting thrown out and you're coming back. What I thought I would talk about for a minute, because it's fairly important, I believe, that the full moon in Scorpio is going to happen on Monday, May the 12th. So the full moon will be in Scorpio and the sun will be in Taurus, which is kind of interesting because Taurus and Scorpio are in opposition to each other on the zodiac wheel. The influence from this full moon will last about 2 weeks. And Scorpio's just asking us to deepen our connection to ourselves, to ask ourselves some deep soul-searching questions. So it's a real powerful time about reflecting on your inner beliefs and truths and about your life purpose, actually. And it's interesting too because Taurus and Scorpio were both fixed signs. Taurus is an earth sign, of course. So for Taurus, things like, being grounded, material things, money, pleasure, all those things are really important to Taurus. And they're ruled by Venus, which is the planet of love. And Scorpio, on the other hand, is ruled by two planets, Mars and Pluto, and they're the planets of passion and rebirth. So how I'm interpreting this time is that there's going to be some kind of transformation within, or a reflection on one's beliefs, how one lives their day-to-day practical life, let me say, and how that coincides with your life purpose and how you live your day-to-day life. And is it simplicity? Do you get joy from simplicity, or are you too stressed out and you're doing a lot of different things? So it's going to be really important at this time to just, review and think about your self-worth, your value, think about trust, and what's really important to you. It's interesting because this week I've been thinking an awful lot about joy. How do you receive joy? How do you express joy? Even if you want to, reflect on that theme of joy, that would be really important in terms of reflecting on perhaps things you need to change, because as you know, during a full moon, it's a time of change, right? Transformation, of letting go of things that no longer work for you. So all those things are really important. Also during this time, the energies will kind of like, there'll be little surprises, like little twists of fate. There might be like, oh, what's going on? I'm so unsettled. And just be aware of like being impulsive and reacting instead of responding. Be aware of like accidents. Don't be reckless. Don't take big risks. Things like that'll be really important. And quite a few people could be triggered at this time. So just, stop and think before you respond. What else was I was going to say something, sorry, and it just flew my mind, so I don't know what I was about to say. Oh yes, I know what I was going to say. I've had a lot of weird kind of chaotic changes just happening around me the last few days, so I can see with the moon approaching, it's affecting me for sure. I had some issues with my pool. I had issues with the driveway. I don't know, just all these strange issues are like happening all around me. I had issues with my gas. They said they haven't charged us enough for the last 2 years. So I'm getting big bills are flying all over the place. And as you know, Taurus is about wealth and material things. So I think one of my things I need to reflect on is about, I guess, wealth and money, how I receive that, and give that out, and how that does influence my day-to-day life. And I know the way I was raised as a child, money was really important. I still remember my dad saying, what do you think, money grows on trees? So I know money and wealth is going to be an important theme for me. And just the idea is, do you really need money to be happy? Like simple things like walking in nature, having a cup of tea, things like that can bring you an awful lot of joy. Did anyone have any questions about the full moon in Scorpio? And Scorpio is kind of like, mysteries of the universe, the darker side of things. So it's all that kind of spiritual connections and going deeper within, where Taurus is more external. So there's a kind of like a rebalancing or realignment of your inner world and your outer world. So there might be some questions that you have to ask yourself, or some things you need to let go and put new habits or new goals in place to obtain what you feel will fulfill you or lead you along your life purpose, your journey. So just a reminder, so with the full moon, it's a good time to kind of release and cut cords, release things that no longer serve you. Reflect on things you want to transform in your life. Do you want to improve relationships? Do you want to be more authentic? Perhaps you got to work on your voice. Do you speak up? Do you really express what you want to express? Or are you a people pleaser? Is there a hobby that you've always wanted to start? Maybe that's the time to do that. Are you thinking about exploring a new career, or maybe getting some more education? So all these things are really important in terms of setting goals and bringing about transformation in your life. And again, this time period for the next 2 weeks, and it begins on Monday, the full moon, it's about, slow down, feel into your body, have that connection. We're always in our minds too much. That's the Taurus energy. And think about, are you grounded? Do you feel expansive or restricted? Are you carrying around stress that's not yours? So just be aware of your physical energy inside and external around you. And just, what is working for you and what isn't. Just reflect on that. Also during this time, relationships will be important, dynamics of relationships. And again, it's about tuning into yourself. What are you feeling, right? Is it love or is it fear? And embrace unconditional love from the universe and share that compassion and unconditional love with others. So just look at things that maybe have to be tweaked or has to be changed. Just because you've been doing it forever doesn't mean it has to stay that way. The other thing to think about also, again, with relationships, just be aware of people's shift in people's energies. Stay calm, stay focused, and be open to change, right? Internal change, it could be emotional. and external change, which could be like me, all these odd things going wrong around me in my environment. And I have to admit, I've had, I think it's been more than a week now. I've been having like really bad headaches, almost like migraines, and I've had to lie down for at least 40 minutes just to relieve that pressure. I feel much better now, but that's just a sign to me, like go within, be aware of your body. What are the messages your body's telling you? And, you know, make self-care a priority. Any questions about what I said? Hi, Valerie. I'm seeing people logging in. I haven't seen any comments yet, so I'm going to keep my fingers crossed that there hasn't been any. So I'll just introduce myself. If this is your first time here, welcome. Thank you for joining us. If you're returning, thank you for returning. I really appreciate that. It means a great deal to me. Just a reminder, just being on, logging into this event, you're just giving me permission to post this event on my YouTube channel. So thank you for agreeing to do that. Tonight will be till about 8 o'clock. I got to watch the hockey game tonight. Got to watch the hockey game. Toronto and the Panthers. Go Leafs, go. So I've got to watch that when that starts tonight at 8 o'clock. So just a reminder that take what resonates with you and let go of what doesn't resonate with you. I don't claim to know everything. I'm human just like you, but my intention is to bring in unconditional love and healing and just a little bit of a reunion between you and your loved ones. So that is my intention, and that's my intention every evening. And please do listen to the messages that come through, even though I might not directly come to you. There's always a message in it for someone. And I've mentioned this before. I receive healing, and messages are particularly important to me also. Before I go on to the mediumship part or see if anyone has any questions, I just want to remind you also, during the full moon, it's a great time to recharge your crystals, a good time to meditate, ground yourself, of course, journal about your fears and let them go. Some people like to get a piece of paper and write down things they want to let go, and then they rip it all up or they burn it. But if you're burning anything, be very careful. No fires or anything like that. And there's a number of crystals that would be very helpful. I brought one of them. So for the Taurus energy, this is smoky quartz. I just love my smoky quartz. That's really good for grounding and releasing things that no longer serve you. And this is labradorite, which is, I don't know if I can catch that little shimmer there. Oh, there it is. There it is. Isn't that beautiful? And this is all about transformation. So it supports you in transformation. That's really important this time with a full moon. There's also agate is good for change. Amazonite, which I have and I love and I can't find it right now, is good for courage. And muconite is really good for motivation. So check out crystals. There's lots of crystals that can assist you with your energy or anything you're working on at this particular time in your life. Does anybody have any questions? No questions so far, or maybe we'll see. All right. So a few more people might have joined. Hi, Valerie. And so interesting because when Valerie logs in, I have it 1, 2, 3, 4. I have it like 5 times. So it just keeps going, do, 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 do. And I have no idea why. So I apologize. And I've been kind of busy this week, but I think in June, I think my next session's going to be, because today's the 7th, right? Either the 21st of May or in June. I'm going to try a Zoom meeting instead. So just look for that. I'm going to work on that. That'll be a priority for me tomorrow to figure out the date and just put that information out for everybody. So I'm just going to connect in if nobody has any questions, and I'll just get started. I think what I'm just going to do, if you don't mind, I'm just going to log into my Facebook just to see if by any chance I can see any messages here, and I just can't for some reason on my phone. So thank you for being patient here. So let me just see if I can find that. Let me just go to my my group, and let me see if I can find my, okay. Just see if I can find any, okay. Find that. Let me just go to my... Oh, there you go. So I'm, isn't that funny? So now that I go onto my personal computer, now I'm getting the messages. So Tara said, "Go Jets, go." That was an amazing game the other night where they won in like, I don't know, 3 seconds on the clock. Funny. So now, so that was that was pretty awesome. Siobhan says, hi Siobhan. Shannon loves Zoom meetings. She said Zoom meetings are great. Absolutely. And that would give me an opportunity too, to kind of see your faces. It's like, I know your names. I know some of your loved ones from coming through, but I don't really see your faces. All right. So let me just go to, so right now I have a few people. I have Marie, I have Siobhan, and I have Shannon. Okay. So just give me a minute, and okay, it's interesting. Hi Tara, how are you? Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah, about that game. Yeah, that was, I kept watching the repeat of that again and again. So okay, I got it. Okay. So I've had this gentleman, and he's back. So I just wanted to see if he was going to come back or not. And it's kind of interesting because he's giving me 2 things, and he keeps repeating it, and he's still repeating it. He keeps talking about corn dogs. You know, corn dog on a stick, corn dogs. And, oh, hi, Nikki and Sammy, too. I just can't see your response. Oh, boy, keeping me on my toes. He keeps saying corn dog, and then he's saying, like, carnival. So I have to have a connection to this gentleman and a carnival. And I don't know, for some reason, I feel like he may have possibly worked on a carnival, or like he traveled a lot and would set up his business or what he did. So there's some connection between a carnival and this gentleman. And I feel that this gentleman, I'm getting the energy like of a cousin or an uncle. Let me see what else. Can anyone take this gentleman? You may have a memory or some connection to corn dogs or a carnival. This gentleman looks fairly tall, I would say. I wouldn't say really tall, but maybe about average. Very thin. Dark blonde, like brownish blonde hair, long, like it's straight to the shoulders. And he's saying to me he was like he was a traveler. He was a traveler. So he would like go to place. So it might not necessarily be carny. He just may want me to identify that he moved around quite a bit. So this would be either someone in the family or a close friend, someone that you think about that moved around a lot that you're aware of. Can anyone take this gentleman? And he's talking about, you know, like having fun, laughing. I think that's part of his message here. Okay, let me just see what else he wants to say to me. He just keeps showing me carnival. You know, Tilt-A-Whirl. I'm seeing Tilt-A-Whirl. I'm seeing games. You know, where you take a baseball and you knock down one of those, whatever those are, clowns or whatever those figures are, and then you win a prize. He keeps showing me this. Can anyone connect to a carnival at all? Carnival at all? Oh, hi, Trent. It's almost like I've got to scroll down on the comments to do those. Hi, Susie. Can anyone take a carnival? Corn dog? I don't know. Why is he's showing me the ground, which is interesting. So, immediately I was going to say like sandy ground. This carnival is near sand, which is interesting why he's telling me that. Carnival's near sand, possibly water. It's an annual kind of carnival or festival or gathering. I don't know. And he's just smiling. Could even have just been an interaction that you had with this gentleman where you have a memory of this gentleman because he wants to come forward. So let me just see what the message is. It's funny. It's like talking about like doing you a favor or doing something for you. Like he went out of his way and did something for you, and he's smiling about that. He'll say like, you'll remember, you'll have that memory. I did something special for you. I almost feel like it's like here, and he gave you like a carnival stuffed animal or some kind of prize, and you didn't necessarily deserve it because he's just going like this, like here, like he did something for you. Okay. And his message is just saying, he's just saying like, you are special, you are deserving. And he's saying, you know why I did that for you? He's saying it like that. He's saying, because I saw your light. And I'm going to leave you with that message. So I hope maybe somebody can take that if you kind of think about that situation. And I feel that you were younger. It feels like child. Now he's showing me like candy floss. And it's something about your light shining. I did that because your light is shining. And I'll leave you with all his love. Okay. I'm just going to see about my comments here. Okay. All right. Susie says hello. All right. I'm just trying to decide. So I have a dog here. At first I wanted to say border collie. Is a Lassie dog a border collie? And now I see a picture of Lassie. Like standing there, clear as day, Lassie. The beautiful, I think Lassie was a kind of collie, just standing there, beautiful. And it's interesting because the dog's saying, I just want you to know that I'm still here. It's important. I just want you to know that I'm still here. I don't know why he's saying Tinkerbell. I'm just hearing him say Tinkerbell. And I feel this is, I feel this might have been a childhood dog, because there's something about this dog. He keeps talking about like childhood. Remember childhood. And there's some connection to your childhood in this dog. Very gentle, very loving. And it's funny because the dog is giving me the feeling that they felt like they were your mother, like watching out for you, caring for you. And it's funny, this is okay, I've never had a dog do this, but the dog is like showing me, it almost looks like something knitted that's pink. I tell you, to me it looked like it was booties, pink booties. And the dog is just acknowledging that even though you've grown up, I'm still here. And now you have puppies of your own. So there's some connection between this dog and the dog maturing, getting older and passing away, like the cycle of life, and your development, your continuation along the cycle of life. That's the connection they're giving me. And they're just they're just reminding you, like, what is it? Are you worried about something? Worried about people on the other side? I don't know. The dog makes me feel that you're worried about something. And he's saying, like, don't worry about that. It's almost like he's saying, like, you'll always be here just like I'm always here. And I'm going to leave you with that. So that was the message from the dog. I hope someone can take that. I'm just going to see if anything else is coming. Okay. I'm getting hearts and hugs and awesome. So I hope someone could take that. A very like gentle, loving, empathetic, whoa, like the relationship between you and this dog is like very, very nurturing. Wow, yeah. So I'm just going to thank the dog for coming through. Okay. And I feel I have a sister in spirit, and she's bringing to my awareness cancer, specifically breast cancer. And it's interesting because she's saying, you know, I had a good attitude. My attitude is I'm going nowhere. I'm going nowhere. She keeps saying that, like, I'm going nowhere. And she said to people, I'm going nowhere. Don't get upset. I'm not going anywhere. And she's and there's also something about she knew she was unwell before she told anybody, because it's almost like, I can beat this. I don't have to tell anybody, you know, this isn't going to get me down. She just keeps saying this. I'm going to beat this. I'm going to beat this. So she's just saying that some of her decisions were based on her full faith and belief that she was going to beat this. So I feel that there's some people in the family that might be saying, you know, why didn't she tell us sooner? I wish I had the opportunity for this. I wish I had the opportunity to that. And she's just saying, like, don't take it to heart, because what I did was out of like genuine faith, belief that I was going to beat this and that we were going to have lots of time together. So I do feel that this is a sister in spirit, or possibly a friend that felt like a sister. I definitely have a connection to breast cancer. And I'm just going to see if anyone can take any of these, what I'm mentioning. And again, okay, after tonight and not being able to get responses, which I apologize, for sure, in 2 weeks, I'm going to go on Zoom, because I know this is frustrating for audience members as well as myself. I just don't want to let spirit down. Oh, Tara, my aunt died from breast cancer. She waited too long, but she was scared to go to a doctor. Okay, thank you, Tara. I'll take that as your aunt. Can you take that? People were upset with your aunt because she waited so long? Because she just makes me, she just keeps saying, like, tell them, like, from my bottom of my heart, I really thought I was going to beat this. So my decisions were coming from that place, is I've got this, I'm going to beat this. Because I think there might be some questions about, like, what the heck? Why did she take so long? I don't understand. So that's really her message. So she wants you to understand that. And she's just saying to me, Tara says yes. She's saying, like, let bygones be bygones. Like, why would, she's like saying, like, why would you waste your energy on that? She's like, you know, I gave it my best fight, and she's just like, that's the way it is. That's the way it is. It's like, move on. That's the way it is. And she's saying to me too, I wouldn't have done it any differently. She says, I wouldn't have done it any differently. She's saying it just like that. And give my love to the family. Is this your mother's sister by any chance, Tara? Because I feel like she wants to, she's sending her love to your mother. So it feels like a mother, her sister, she's sending her love to her sister. And she's recognizing you as well and other family members. So I'm going to leave you with all her love. Thank you, Tara, for taking her. Yes, thank you. Okay. And can you just let your mom know? I just feel like, I feel very anxious all of a sudden. So let me just see if, it's something about this message she wants to get to your mother. It's important your mother gets this message. All of a sudden I felt like really anxious, like make sure Tara tells her mother, make sure my sister knows this is important. So I just wanted to say that again. So let me just make sure that she's okay with that. Okay, she's just saying to me, not only is she sending lots of love to the family, but she's saying there's lots of love here. There's lots of love here. It's like she's saying, you know, she's receiving love from family members on the other side. She's like, there's lots of love here. There's love here. And then the love that's being sent to me by family. And she wants you to know that she's receiving that. I'm receiving that. I'm aware of that. And it's like a two-way street. She goes, so be aware, I'm sending that to you. So I'm sending that, you receive that. And what you're sending to me, I'm receiving that also. All right. So that's important too. Because yeah, it's like she's been in your mother's thoughts. Like, I miss her. I just keep, it's almost like, and I understand this with sisters because I have 3 sisters and I'm the eldest in a family of 6. So it's like, being a sister, you like feel even more responsibility towards your own siblings. Like you got to save them, you got to help them, you got to fix this. So sometimes it's a really difficult kind of grieving process for siblings. And a lot of times, you know, people will put the focus more on, you know, the children or the partner, and they forget about the siblings. So just a reminder for everyone, it's just so important also for the siblings to have that connection and to have that space, hold space for them, because it, you know, they've lost their loved one also, right? And they miss not having them in their physical space anymore. And I really do feel your aunt wanted me to say that. So that was quite beautiful. I've never even said anything like that before. That was quite beautiful. Very moving, very moving. Oh my goodness. Okay. Thank you very much, Tara. All right. It's funny because we were just talking about siblings, and I feel that I have a brother in spirit. Feels like a brother. And I'll tell you, I feel that he's presenting himself as being younger. I might be wrong, but he's showing himself as like a freckled face, outdoorsy kind of kid, love to explore, love nature. I don't know, I just keep getting nature and trees and ropes and creeks, and like these are all the things he's showing me. Let me see. Okay. And I feel that I'm getting a B name connected to this this brother figure. It feels like a B. It's like Burr, like Bernie, Bernard, Burr. I'm just getting a Burr. Brian kind of fits in there, but there's like a Burr within that name at the beginning of the name. And I feel he keeps bringing up nature again. He won't let me get away from nature. I feel he enjoyed camping. He preferred to be outdoors instead of indoors. I don't know. He keeps showing me what he's wearing, so I'm just going to tell you what he's wearing because it might be significant. He's wearing like jeans and I don't know, they seem like the old style running shoes. I don't think they're Converse, but you know, like me when I was a child, we didn't have all these brands of running shoes, just the traditional sneakers. And he's wearing a t-shirt, and it's like blue and white striped shirt. I tell you, okay. I just want to see if Lise can take anything that I've said. Lise, can you take like a brother or an uncle in spirit, in which I kind of described, who's like that, who's close to nature, love to be outside. I just have a connection between this, I don't think it's your father, between this individual and your father. It's almost like your father's bringing this individual through for me. Can you take that? Like it would be like a brother, like an uncle. I don't know. It sure feels like it's a brother to me. Let me just see if there's something else I can get. I could be wrong, but I was just drawn to Lisa's name there. Yeah, I'm trying to look to see if anyone can take this, because right now I haven't got any. I bet I have a delay, which again, I apologize. So frustrating, isn't it? I'm going all on faith here. All right, let me just see something else about this brother. I would be interested in knowing, and I'm going to please give me a comment to confirm this. I do feel that there may have been some kind of accident connected with the passing of this, I almost want to say young man now, with this male spirit, some kind of an accident. I don't know why he keeps showing me a rope. Guess, okay, thank you. Trent's helping me out. She's going to be my facilitator. Thank you. I don't know. He keeps showing me a thick white rope, almost like a boat. Would that be rope that you would use like on a boat? Not like just string or simple, but like a thick rope. He keeps showing me a thick rope. Oh my goodness. Okay, you got to tell me some more here. Making two ends meet. Making two ends meet. He keeps saying that. And I mean, that's how I saw it, because I saw this gentleman and another gentleman, and making the two ends meet, almost like making a connection between these two people. Can someone take a loved one that they have in their family who's lost a brother, and I don't know, because I just feel like this gentleman's trying to connect with his brother. If his brother isn't in spirit, there's something about making the two ends meet. Okay, let me just find out what else. I don't know why he's saying that. He's saying something about forget all the fluff, forget all the fluff. So I feel his personality was kind of very logical kind of person, someone to the point, not overly sensitive. And he's saying to me, you can, Cheryl? Okay, can you take this, Cheryl? This male or this brother figure, I feel like, is saying to me, no one would think I would come through. He's saying it like that. No one would think I would be the one to come through. I would be the last person to come through. He's saying it like that. And he's just saying, I'm trying to make this connection. I'm trying to make this connection. He keeps saying that. And the connection is, I just feel it's the brother. It's the brother. He just keeps saying that. Okay. What is this? I'm just going to ask him about why this connection's so important for him. I don't want him to have any regrets. I don't want him to worry. I want him to know he was a good brother. He's saying all those things. And then he's giving me like memories of childhood. And he's like, remember those times? Remember those times? I don't know. I see a lot of laughing. I see like roughhousing. I just laughter, joy. And the way he's showing me like a lot of sunshine. So he's saying, you know, beautiful memories. Remember those memories. Because he's just like highlighting it in sunlight for me. Just saying how important those are. And he's like directing his brother to those memories, because he's saying, you know, there'll be healing in those memories. And he's also saying, like, remember the laughter, remember the joy, remember the silliness. You had those feelings. And he's like, I want you to focus on that. I want you to have that in your life right now. So there's something about joy and happiness and being carefree. And then again, he's bringing nature to me again. There's something about nature, walking in nature, hiking. I don't know, he's just showing me nature. I'm seeing a tree. It's almost like a favorite tree. He's showing me this beautiful, I don't know if it's an oak or a maple, but has a beautiful trunk. It's large. It's almost like you said, like, remember that place, remember that place, remember that place. So there's some kind of place. They went in childhood. That was a special place. He just keeps bringing this tree and nature, how important that is. And then he just wants his brother to, like, get out there, loosen up. He keeps saying that, loosen up. And now it's funny because he's showing me like a Tarzan swing, you know, where you're on a limb of a branch, I guess, of a tree, and you swing back and forth. And he's just laughing. He's like, loosen up, loosen up. So I definitely, interesting. He's saying daredevil, and I'm just trying to say, what do you mean? Were you a daredevil, or was your brother a daredevil? So there's something about daredevil and egging each other on, and just that really fun, you know, brotherly kind of joshing each other. And yeah, so he's just bringing that in. Okay. Anything else that you want to say? He's just going back to connection, how important this is. And he's just like, get the message to him, get the message to him. He needs this message. He just keeps repeating that. And it's like he's showing, again, he shows me ropes. He's showing me a rope, and then it's frayed at one end and frayed at the other. So it's like trying to get the message through, you know, and it's not like a direct line. Okay. And he's referring to a dog. And he's like, remember? It sure does feel like a childhood dog, or a dog that's passed over, that there was a lot of love for this dog. He's just bringing up this dog. It's funny. I'm going to tell you what I heard, and I don't necessarily think it's the name, but I kept hearing Sheba. So I'm not sure what that's about, but I felt he was bringing a dog in, just referring to a dog. And he said, he's saying this dog's very alert. So this has significance, just saying it was very alert. Because I feel near the passing of this dog, there was something about, you know, like cognition, being able to think properly, being, you know, it's almost like dementia in a sense for dogs, because he's saying, you know, very alert. Yeah. Okay. And he's just going to finish. He's just saying, like, everything's okay. I don't know. He's like saying to me in the back of my head, he's saying, like, I can't convince him, but I'm convincing him. So it's like, he's almost like, what, like, okay, I understand. That's what he's trying to say. So he wants his brother at some point in time, after he hears this message, to say, I got it. I understand. I'm convinced. I know you're okay. So he wants his brother to say that out loud. He just wants him to say that. He's like, I'll hear it and I'll know, but it has to come from you. He keeps saying, it has to come from you. It has to be from you. And I'm gonna leave you with all his love. Wow. Wow, that was fascinating. Wow. Okay. And what a lovely gentleman, you know, and he just came through with that message of connection and just reminding us that our loved ones in spirit, they do want to connect with us. Sometimes the end of the rope or the telephone line is a little frayed, but don't give up. They're there. And he was just saying, like, talk to me, speak out. You know, that's the beginning of forming that connection, and then the communication can only strengthen from there. What a lovely gentleman, just lovely. Okay. Yeah, and he's he's just showing me youthfulness, happy, laughing, running, youthfulness, youthful. I'm youthful again. He just keeps, and he's running around. He's having a great time. Fresh air, the sunshine, the water. He just keeps showing me all these things just to, you know, show how happy and content he is and that all is well. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, let me just see. Very, very powerful, his energy. So he's been waiting and he's ready for confirmation. Okay. Just give me one moment. I feel like I have a few, but I just want one to come forward. Okay. Okay. So I'm aware of a woman in spirit, and as I saw her, she's an older woman. I would say elderly, like at least in her 70s. And she's saying, it's interesting. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? She's like wearing a day dress or possibly a nightgown. She's showing herself walking really slow. And it's like I'm hearing, thank you, Cheryl. She said, I'm going to get that message to his brother. Thank you so much. It was really important. It's okay, what is this lady? I almost feel like she's coming off of this brother that came through. She's having trouble walking. She's walking slowly. It's almost like you would know this woman would like maybe walk down the hallways and like forget where she was going or was looking for something. I don't have real clarity of mind with this lady. It was interesting because when I saw this woman come through, I just heard Auntie Ruth. So I just want to say that name. I don't want to hold that back in case it's connected to someone on the earth plane or it's connected to this loved one who's talking to me right now. Okay. She's showing herself as being like frail, difficulty with mobility. I don't know. And she's showing me for some reason really pale skin, like pale. Okay. Her hair is short, gray. It looks a little disheveled. You know what? And I don't feel she was in a home. I feel like she was in a possibly like an old age home. I feel she was in an old age home. And because she's saying like we were given the opportunity to move about. And then she laughs and she's like, well, where am I going to go? To the store? So it's like she could just walk up and down the hallway. Like there was really nowhere to go. She's saying like that. Does that resonate with anybody? And she's saying to me too, I was sharp as a whistle. I don't know. I almost feel that there's some question around the family's kind of questioning the care she got in this home, or was it up to standards? There's something about, was her care up to standards where she was? Can anyone take this with a loved one in spirit? I know it's a female. I feel that she was in an elderly home or long-term health facility, and the family questioned, like, is she getting the best care she possibly can get? Because she's just bringing that up to me, that family members are thinking about that. Does that resonate with anybody? Because she said, like, the food was bland. I didn't like the food. The food was bland. I didn't like the food. Okay. Wait. I don't know. It could be my gran. I just can't. That's okay. Larissa, if you can take gran, that's okay. So gran, so Auntie Ruth, who would that be? I'm just going to ask you to see if this is the direction she wants me to go. But Larissa, do you have so who would that be? That would be your grandma's daughter. Does your grandma have a daughter in spirit? An aunt? I just want to see if you can confirm that. I'm just trying to see why she had me say that. Okay, I'll just see what else she wants to talk about. Because I feel that there's some kind of an aunt somewhere. Yes, she does. Okay, thank you. So what I feel that she's telling me, because I was like, really, she's like, here I am. And then she's like, here's Auntie. And then I got the name Ruth. Who knows why? Maybe that's an easier name for me to just hear. So she gave me that name, because what she's saying to me is like, because she's like pulling a lady's arm and she's saying, I'm here with Auntie. She did say Auntie, and then I heard a name kind of fly in. So she's saying, I'm with Auntie. Okay. And she's just bringing this up again. Larissa, can you take that? There was some, I want to see it still. Is there some guilt in the family around the care your grandma got? Because she keeps bringing that up again. She keeps bringing that up to me. She just won't let that go. And it's interesting because I bring that up, and then at the same time, like your grandma's saying, like, I was particular. It was a major issue. Okay, thank you. Because I knew it was important, because she keeps taking me back there. Because she's talking about like the food. She's talking about the bedpan. Hope you don't mind, but this is what she's showing me. Like, go for a walk. And she's like, where am I going? And I don't even feel, I don't know why she's showing me this too. I feel like she's showing me herself like in a nightgown. Like, I didn't get dressed. They didn't get me dressed. So it was like a very, a dramatic change. Do you understand? From being at home to being in the facility where she was. Okay. And she's saying, I'm just, how's she saying this? I'm just kind of like chalking it up to laziness. That's what she's saying. And Larissa said, yes, it was a major issue, her grandma's care. Okay, let me just see what else. Okay. I sure feel like your grandma had a bit of a sense of humor, because she's saying to me, like, just let that all go. She's like, let it go. I was just an old lady. why she keeps saying that. I was just an old lady. She keeps, I'm like, is there more to that? She just keeps saying like, I was just an old lady. I just had to be kept comfortable. I didn't need all bells and whistles. I didn't need all the bells and whistles. She's just an old lady. I got old lady care. So she says, she's almost like, how she's making me feel, she's like, almost like insinuating like the younger ones got more attention. I don't know, there's something strange about that. She's saying, she keeps talking about her age. I was the old lady. I was the old lady. Okay. And she's also saying to me, you know, I could be cranky and I could put up a good fight. So she's saying that. I'm just going to put that out there. She's saying that to me. Okay, let me see what the message is. She's saying she didn't like the bed. The bed wasn't comfortable. I didn't like the bed. It was so hard to get out of the bed. It was so hard. I want to get out of the bed. I want to get out of the bed. Are they going to take me out of the bed? She keeps talking about that. Like waiting. Like, where are they? Why aren't they helping me with this? Okay. 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 She's saying, I don't want my care to be a continued issue. She's saying that. It's over and it's done with. It's over and it's done with. She says, my message is to let you know, well, what's she saying? That I'm young and spry. I'm happy. I'm healthy. I'm with my sister and all is well. That is what matters. And she's saying something about, you know, passing is never easy. People want to stay, but passing can be challenging just as aging can be challenging. It's almost like, you know, it's like she's giving me like a reference to a little bit of you know, a little bit of sugar will make the medicine go down. So she's saying that, you know, things can't be perfect. And I got the care that it's almost like that was needed. No fancy stuff, no flowers, no. She's saying I got what was reasonable. That's the word she's using. I got what was reasonable. Water under the bridge. I'm happy. I'm healthy. I want you to know that. I'm not alone. Let go of this guilt. It's all nonsense. And it's interesting. She's just saying, you know, she's saying, like, I want you to plan things in advance. She says, it's a good thing to just know what your intentions are, like, as you yourself approach your own transition. Oh, she's like giving a message for everybody. And what's that called? Is that called estate planning? And then she's laughing. No, no one's going anywhere. I just want you to know if you get that all done and taken care of, then you don't have to worry about that at a later stage where it's harder to make decisions. And wow. Thank you, and I'll leave you with all her love. And Larissa said, oh, Wendy, this is so wonderful. She came through with you one other time, and she said spoonful of sugar that time. Oh, she did. Oh, awesome. So it's like her philosophy, Larissa, what I'm feeling when I got that. It's almost like, you know, there's good and bad. Do you know what I mean? It's not all good. It's all not bad. You know, like kind of like that's how life is. That's how I feel her philosophy is, and she wants you and your family to be aware of that. You know what I mean? Okay. Okay, she's going on now. And she's just saying, for you, she's saying your sugar will be forgiveness and let it go. So there you go. You're putting in some of that sugar with a bit of that medicine that you had to take. There you go. She's saying it just like that. And I'll leave you with all her love. I'll see if I have one more person before I go, because it's 8 o'clock. Okay. I have a male in spirit. Feels serious, serious. I don't know, he's showing himself as being serious. He seems to be maybe a little heavier, broad shoulders. He's wearing a white button-up shirt. I feel there's a tie too. His sleeves might be rolled up. What is it he wants to say? I don't know. He keeps bringing my attention to like his body, his weight. So I don't know if there was some issue with his like his face, like retaining a lot of fluid, or face became puffy. He just keeps bringing my attention to that. Isn't that interesting? Okay. All right, give me something else here. It's funny, he's using the word, I was a pencil pusher. I was a pencil pusher. I'm not sure what that means. Does that mean like he was an accountant or had like a job where he was at the desk? Something about being a pencil pusher. You're so welcome, Larissa. Okay, well, you got to give me more. I almost feel like he has this energy to him that he was maybe like a supervisor or a boss. Because I feel like, you know, he had to make decisions sometimes. And I feel like there's other people around him and like he had to make the decisions and go and tell the employees, like, this is what we're going to do. I just feel like he made the decisions. He keeps saying that to me. Let me try and get this age. I wouldn't say really old. I would say like 50s to 60s, somewhere in there. Maybe late 60s. I feel he's a very practical gentleman, like practical, logical. It's like, you know, he's like getting me do this. You know what I mean? Like, this is the way, I don't know what this is about. You know, like matter of fact, this is the way it is kind of thing. Like, this is the way it is. This is how we're going to deal with this. This is like very straightforward kind of gentleman. Okay, what do you want to tell me? I know his career was important to him because he just keeps showing me in this space. I'm going to see if you'll show me around this space. I know I feel like he had his own office. Then he would go out and there'd be workers. I don't know. I'm going to tell you what's coming to my mind, and I might not be grabbing this right. But at first I thought, oh, is he like a manager in a grocery store? Because I just saw all these people busy doing things. And now I asked him again, like, show me what's outside the door. What's the business like? And then it's almost like I see, it's like manufacturing. But again, I see lots of people busy doing things. And again, he's saying like the buck stops with me. He's like some kind of supervisor position. He's got to make sure, what was he saying? He was saying like, we make the quota. He just keeps saying that. And I feel this particular, I know there was stress with this job. There was stress with this job. And I feel this gentleman, okay, I was about to say heart attack, and then I got cardiovascular issues. So I believe heart problems is connected to cardiovascular problems. I'm getting smoke. So I feel he was a smoker. I feel he did a lot of sitting because he's just talking about the sitting. Sitting wasn't good for my circulation. Wasn't good. I put on the weight. Something about the circulation. I feel it's connected to the heart again. Like possibly like, I don't know. I want to see like a blood clot. Okay, you got to give me something else here. Okay. Okay, it's almost like he's just going the message. He's like, stop rushing. Stop rushing. Keep saying that. Stop rushing. He's telling somebody to stop that. Stop rushing about. Take your time. And if someone take perhaps heart issues within the family, or there's some kind of genetic illness in the family where monitoring your stress and your well-being, your muscle mass, that kind of thing is really important, because he's giving me this feeling that he's telling somebody, like, slow down, take your time, watch your blood pressure, eat well. It's like he's just sharing all this information that's supposed to go to his loved one. What else? Something about don't eat a lot of candy, don't eat a lot of sweets. It's all about like diet, self-care, relaxing, letting go of stress, following in the old man's shoes. You can do it different. Okay, what? For some reason, he keeps showing me his hair, if that's of significance. His hair was really short. He liked his hair really short. And he's talking about the barber. So, some connection with the barber. Or he always went to the same barber all the time. Like, he did a good job. This barber did a good job talking about his hair. And I feel he was known for his hair. Like, his hair was important to him. The styling of the hair and the cutting of the hair, that was important to him. And he's just laughing, and he's saying, you know, I was still a good looker. He's saying that. I was still a good looker. And it's always like, it was the hair. It was the hair. Because again, when I tell him, he just goes back to his body. So heaviness in the body, problems with circulation, some connection to the heart, a possibility of a family genetic illness. Make sure everybody's on top of that. Like, your story will be different. He just keeps repeating that, repeating that, repeating that. He's not really giving me anything else other than, you know, watch your stress. I love my job. Something about I let the stress get to me. Something about the stress. And then he's laughing. He's saying, you know, you figure like I would follow the protocol or what he had to do at work to make whatever. Like, he's giving me numbers. Numbers were important. Like, oh, gotta make the quota, gotta have this many. I just keep saying numbers. He goes, it's funny that I would be so driven to do things correctly, but in terms of my health, I was a bit of a failure. He said, if only I could have kind of shifted gears there. And he's just saying it like in a light-hearted way. And that's why I'm coming through, because I want you to make self-care a priority. Nothing's more important than your health. Keeps referring to himself as the old man, the old man. So that might be familiar to somebody, like just that phrase, old man. Not like old man, but you know, like you'd say, oh, dad, grandpa, papa. Hey, old man, what are you doing? That's how I'm going to get this old man thing. Okay, let me just wrap it up. Okay. Yeah, okay, here's the message. He's saying, just like your old man, I want you to take pride in the work you do. But balance is important. Watch your stress, take care of yourself. And he's saying, honey, you're going to be a success no matter what you do. But let's do it in a healthy manner. I want you to blaze your own trail. He's saying that. I'm supporting you on blazing your own trail with balance, good diet, exercise, and then he just lists a whole bunch of things. So I'm going to help you blaze that trail, but don't forget about you. Okay? Don't forget about you. It's not about what everyone needs, what everybody wants. Oh, I got to do this. Don't forget about you. You're the priority. And he's just saying, you know, I love you. He's saying more to that. Let me just see. There's something behind that. I love you. It's like he's saying something about priority in life in your relationship with your father. So I feel that you made him a priority in an important way, because he's saying, you know, touch my heart. He keeps saying that. And he's thanking you for that. And he's like, now let me give that back to you in my support as you blaze your trails. And I'm going to leave you with all his love. Oh, that was just wonderful. So I hope if someone can't take it now, someone can take it as they listen to the video next time. In 2 weeks, I've decided I'm going to do a Zoom so everyone doesn't get any more frustrated, as well as myself. So please reflect on these messages and take the healing that comes with them. I definitely had healing in these messages this evening. And just a reminder, check out my website. I've updated it. I have a monthly newsletter. I also have a blog you might be interested in reading over. And I'm looking into teaching an animal communication course. Probably it's going to be in the fall in September after everyone's had their summer holidays. So look for that and look for more information in the group about doing Zoom together. So just a quick reminder to always keep your heart brave and your imagination wild, because anything is possible. So lots of love. Remember the full moon. Let go. Set some goals. All right. Lots of love, everybody. Take care.